To create a culture of what I call GIE, or growth, innovation, and excellence, you have to have disciplined people. That means getting the right people on board and keeping them focused on excellence within the organization. This is where a lot of the companies are failing. First, they are hiring the wrong people. And second, they're actually having them focus on the wrong activities. What's going on, guys? Fide Velani here from Velani Consulting. How many of you have struggled with finding the right people for your organization? Let me know in the comment box below. See, most of the companies that I have worked with have a glaring hole in this department. A lot of them identify a need, create a job requisite, and then start the hiring process. Then they interview qualified candidates, fill the position, and move on. If this sounds familiar, or if this sounds like your organization, let me tell you now that you have it backwards. In his book, Good to Great by Jim Collins, he talks about another concept called first who, then what. So what is first who, then what? It means that you don't decide on what you need to do and then go get the people to do it. Instead, you start by getting the right people in the organization and you get the wrong ones out of your organization. This means that you have to start realizing that people are not your most valuable asset. The right people are actually your most valuable asset. Now, you don't need to create a requisite and then fill the position. You hire the people based on your company's values. More on how you do this a little bit later. See, there are some very clear benefits of putting the who before the what. When you get the right people in your organization, you will have a much better chance of course correcting if you went the wrong way. You won't have to waste time and energy motivating and managing your team because they will be self-motivated and they will manage themselves. Now, based on this, there are 3 principles for each company to follow. Number 1, when in doubt, don't hire, keep looking. This is a big dilemma with hiring based on needs. When you go through a batch of candidates but don't find the one that you're looking for, your needs will dictate that you hire the best out of that lot, even though that person might not be the right fit for your organization. Now, you might find someone to fill the gap now, but in the long run, neither the employee nor the organization will be happy. Great companies are prepared to grow only at a rate at which they can hire the right people. They're willing to slow down in the short run to be more effective in the long run. Number 2, when you know you need to make a change in personnel, act right away. Now, this goes hand in hand with the first principle. See, we are creatures of habit, and as much as we want, we're going to break some of these principles. We will make mistakes. The goal here is to mitigate that mistake and move on as quickly as possible. You must let go of the wrong people. It's actually not fair on them because you're holding them back from a career path somewhere else. It's also not fair to your organization to keep them around because you have a responsibility to your employees and your customers to provide them with the best possible resources to succeed. So if you know that an employee will not work out, move on from them for the betterment of your team. And number 3, put your best people on the biggest opportunities. I can't stress this enough. Even when organizations hire the right people, they have a tendency of putting them where they have their biggest problems, not the biggest opportunities. The one thing that Jim says in his book is managing problems well can make your organization good, but only exploiting opportunities can make your organization great. So if you want to scale, if you want to create a culture of GIE, then put your best people precisely where they can generate the most opportunities. If not, they will move on from your organization. Hiring the right people and following the first 2 then what principles is one of the keys to your organization's success. That is why I have created a free mini course that teaches you how to hire the right people and to create a culture of growth, innovation, and excellence within your organization. Click on the link below and check it out right now, or go to velaniconsulting.com/GIE. Again, that's velaniconsulting.com/GIE. Also, subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment on this and any other topics you'd like me to cover in the future. Again, this is Fide Velani from Velani Consulting, and as usual, let's grow, innovate, and excel together. Until next time.